It's another wonderful moment on Lagos television, and the time is right for Techbridge. This is the show that connects all the dots for you around the world of technology. We want to make sure that as much as possible you have technology working for you and not against you. And beyond this, we also make sure that we bring you up to speed about various deployment of technology across the world, starting from home, then to the global scene. I am Sheyi Formiola today. Welcome to Techbridge today. So on today's episode of Techbridge, we'll be focusing on various deployment of technology by the present government in Lagos State. Mr. Governor himself has mentioned at various times that he is committed to driving the state's economy with technology, and that is in a way talking about tech-driven Lagos. So you remember that sometimes last year, or let me say since the inception of the present administration, there has been various efforts in this area, talking about the kickoff of the metropolitan optic fiber across the state. That is 6,000-kilometer cable across the state that will eventually be the bedrock of internet connectivity. There are also more, the deployment of CCTV cameras across various strategic locations in the state. Those happened in probably sometimes last year, and they are still there up to this moment. So I'll be looking at some other areas that the present government is taking advantage of technology to make things work easier, faster, and better. So I go for this quick break. It's still Techbridge on Lagos television. So thanks for staying with Techbridge on Lagos television. I mentioned to you that we'll be looking at various deployment of technology by the present government. You will recall that the present government has themes agenda. That is 6 pillars of key factors, key pillars that will drive everything the present government does. And one of the pillars is actually talking about education and technology. So we pick technology and we realize that it is, of course, cutting across every aspect of the economy. So I'll be focusing on 3 major newer developments about this today, and that is talking about 3 recent deployments of technology by the present government in terms of security, in terms of human capital development as well. So Techbridge on Lagos television. So the very first one I'll be looking at is the deployment of body-worn cameras by security operatives in the state. That was recently launched by Mr. Governor, and at the event we had virtually all the law enforcement agents in the state represented at the event. And what will this do eventually? Number one, is going to ensure that there is transparency in the discharge of their duties, and of course justice is guaranteed for the law enforcement agent, and of course whosoever is accused of violating any law. And beyond this, it brings confidence into this sector of law enforcement. It's a kind of trust that is built with this, because if you know how body-worn cameras work, you realize that it is a newer technology and probably an advanced one indeed. It is used in developed countries, so it's not out of place if Lagos is setting the pace in this area, because from the records, Lagos is the first state in the entire Nigeria to deploy body-worn cameras for all the law enforcement agents in the state. So let's pick some few clips from the launch and I'll be back. Techbridge on Lagos television.
This is a technology that we could have deployed several years back, but it's here in Lagos and is the first of its kind in the country. What it means is that both the enforcer and the enforcee have a right, and they will have a means to be seen and to be adjudged who was right and who was not right. Even in the event that it is taken away or stolen, there's a backup in the control room that has recorded everything, and it was recording it live, and direct. And so it's not something that anybody is going to be disputing or arguing about. The security challenges in different parts of the country are quite worrisome, and everybody talk about it. But for us in Lagos, we have to be proactive, and not just to talk it, but to take proactive action and steps where we can use technology, modern technological tools, to blend our well-trained and motivated intelligent officers. The initiative will place us in a better position to handle our security challenges in our states. With the body-worn cameras, our law enforcement officers are better equipped now to protect life, properties, and protect themselves, thereby protecting all of our citizens. I'm hoping that with this launch, other security operatives that are under the ambience of the federal government, like the Nigerian police, will see the benefit of what we're trying to do, and they will come and ask us, how have we been able to do this? I believe the introduction of technical tool to our frontline team and officers will enhance their productivity and their level of professionalism. It will fast-track law enforcement process, and it will help to eradicate the abuse of power and over-excesses of overzealous security officers.
Security is paramount in any society, and it is a prerequisite for other sectors to thrive. Thus, the need to have a strong, well-trained and equipped law enforcers in the state cannot be overemphasized. And this also aligns with the sixth pillar of the team's agenda of this administration. This device will help to enhance administration of justice, enhance professionalism on the part of the enforcers, provide digital evidence of events, provide additional means of protection for the enforcers, and will also serve to establish guilt or innocence of officers when confronted with allegations of wrongdoing, which is a very common thing that we see happening.
Still Techbridge on Lagos Television, that was talking about how the present government is deploying technology in the area of security and safety, law enforcement. So let's move on to human capital development. You know that Mr. Governor himself, like he is described by some people, is a teacher of teachers. He is so committed to building human capacity, and he's also technology savvy. He's so much interested in anything that has to do with technology, and probably that is what actually informed the flagging of LASGLMS, and that is talking about the Lagos State Government Learning Management System. This is a platform that is actually meant for all the public servants across the state to give them an easy opportunity to upscale their knowledge around whatever they do. There are a lot of courses on the platform. Eventually, before the flag off of this LAS GLMS, all the public servants in the states have been assigned official emails. So they use this official email to sign up on this LAS GLMS platform. And there are various courses that are meant for everyone, regardless of the department or the ministry or the agency that you work with. It is actually a way of making sure that there is constant learning, relearning, unlearning, and no matter how you describe it, learning never ends. So there is a newer way of doing things. There is a better way of addressing issues, and this is what this platform does. And if you ask me, that is what makes the Lagos State workforce the #1 in the entire country. So let's pick some of the clips from the launch of LAS GLMS, and I'll still be here. It's still Techbridge on Lagos Television.
We are setting the pace of public service professionalism. The launch of the learning management system today is a crystallization of the reform process, which is our administration's initiative to improve public service delivery in public administration and governance. Our administration places a premium on the competencies of the public service to deliver government policies, to have powerful strategies and programs that will benefit our entire citizens. It is therefore necessary that we equip our public service personnel with requisite skills and learning tools needed to be alive and to thrive in the 21st century economy, and that is acknowledged as a knowledge-based environment.
For us, implementing a learning management system wasn't just a nice to have. It wasn't something that we were doing so that we're following global trends. It wasn't for us just a step change in going with the train, but we see this as a radical change, which we believe is at the root of repairing public service delivery failures in our states. So not only do we have access to about 1,000 courses, basic courses we call it, that is provided by the NVivo iClass suite, Mr. Governor also magnanimously approved for us to partner with one of the best content libraries in the world, LinkedIn Learning. And this gives our workforce access to over 8,000 global best practice courses, certification programs in various disciplines, curated by the best minds and experts in their various fields. And we have successfully completed digitizing the induction program for all new staff, so that any staff coming into the workforce can have that access online, real time, and also get tested on it, and they're given a certificate before they continue their work.
The Lagos State Learning Management System marks a very, very distinct paradigm shift from the traditional training methods to an interdisciplinary format, which explores the deployment of ICT to impact knowledge in a more efficient and effective manner at the very least cost and in time and other resources. The innovation provides an excellent opportunity to improve learners' experience by facilitating access online to a variety of learning materials, ranging from free courses self-enrolled courses. As a state government that takes this giant stride in providing the robust learning platform, which will not only go a long way in motivating our most prized assets, which is our coveted workforce, it will positively influence the standard and quality of service delivery significantly.
By providing the campus infrastructure modernization and investing in a series of technology initiatives to ride upon the infrastructure, the state is bolstered once again in being the leading knowledge-based economy in Africa.
The deployment of the LMS platform would also eliminate, to a very large extent, the clog in the wheel of capacity development, which either to focus solely on physical training in a classroom setting. This noble initiative connects seamlessly with the smart city vision of the current administration and promotes technology-enabled work practices where public servants can leverage technology to improve quality of service delivery.
So thanks for staying with Techbridge on Lagos Television. We're still talking about tech-driven Lagos, and we're just bringing you up to speed about what is happening within the present government and how the present government is using technology to drive the state. So I've mentioned what happened recently in the area of law enforcement, that is security, that is body-worn cameras for law enforcement agents. And from there, I've also mentioned the LAS GLMS, that is capacity building platform for all public servants across the state. So let me pick this next one that is talking about a Code Digital Skills Initiative. You remember Code Lagos some times ago, and that was a very successful project. And this Code Digital Skills Initiative is building upon that and is eventually more robust than Code Lagos. It is still talking about deploying technology, creating avenue for people to have access to various ways they can use technology. Eventually, there are a lot of courses to be learned under this. There is Python, there is web design, and some more. I'll be leaving you with the special advisor to the governor on education to talk about this, and of course, pick one or two things at the launch of this major project in Lagos State. Techbridge on Lagos Television.
This particular eco-digital will be in three phases. The phase one will entail primaries and mostly secondary school pupils. We want to have at least above 100 schools in each district. Give them computers, strengthen their ICT facilities, and then let them take ownership of it. The second phase will be that of out-of-school youths between 17 when you're out of secondary school and you're waiting for your admission in university or polytechnic or college of education. That will be more like a hybrid. We also try to integrate this with our tertiary in a very unique way. We're picking up the penultimate and the final year students, teaching them special skills to prepare them for the job market. So there's always a meeting point for us. I'm glad life is coming back to normal. And if life is coming back to normal, I say to Mr. Governor, let us repackage this process. Let us change the concepts. Let us hand it over to the TGPSs. Let them own the process. It's not by chance that education is having a chunk of our budget. Yes, but let us start to deepen that investment. Investment in human capital, especially in education. You will not see the result overnight, but there's no shortcuts to investment in education.
So 3 ways technology is driving Lagos, courtesy the present government, innovative, and if you ask me, it speaks about the commitment of the entire team of the present administration in Lagos State. Every ministry, department, and agency in the state is leveraging on technology to do things better, faster, and eventually achieve more. So that's the show today. Many thanks for connecting with Techbridge. Do remember that you can connect with Techbridge on Facebook, that is Techbridge LTV, and of course on YouTube, it's Techbridge LTV as well. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can have a prompt of this fresh episode and all other previous episodes. So till some other time, keep innovating, keep achieving more, and keep leveraging on technology. I am Seyi Fumiola today. Bye for now.